It's JJ.
And Mike. The two best teams in the Moore League were at it again, this time in a CIF semifinal for the right to play in the ship.
Poly and Lakewood for the second time this year. You could not ask for a better matchup in the semis.
No, in terms of personality and in terms of X's and O's, they match up very well.
Morgan Fennell, number 14, warming up a little bit right here. Coach Matt coming over and saying hello to, is that an Amari Stoudemire mohawk on Jesse Scroggins' head?
Yeah, the little Rayhawk, I like it.
Yeah, me too. And seriously, have you ever seen two teams more excited to stretch?
No, the build-up to this game was great, and the little posturing between these two squads made it even better.
These guys know each other so well. George Daly-Lyles said before the coin flip, no need for introductions, we know each other.
No, that's right. They've been playing each other for years now, and they know their strengths, they know their weaknesses, and this little high noon showdown here on Friday night just highlighted that.
Jesse Scroggins getting excited, pumping the capacity crowd up. Are we willing to say 12,000?
Yeah, they got there by the end of the game. You know, it was an LA crowd, but they really filled those stands, and it was time to go.
Lakewood wins the toss, takes the ball first, and it becomes very obvious where they want to go with it.
2-1, Jerry Stone.
Big man in the backfield carrying pretty much the entire load on this first drive.
Yeah, Jesse Scroggins was effective throwing, but it really was 2-1 the winning strategy, and it brought them deep into Poly territory.
2-1 not there in the first game. You think he's going to make a difference in this one?
I know he wanted to.
George Daly-Lyles says, not today, son. And on third down, Lakewood has to throw the ball, and you got to make the big plays in the big games that you know are going to be close.
Yeah, like you said, this was going to be a close one, so everyone in the stadium knew that could be huge.
After the field goal, Lakewood on the board, 3-0 after taking almost half of the first quarter.
So, Trevor Erno and the Red Swarm looked to clamp down on that Poly running game. But the Jackrabbits threw a little wrinkle in their face as instead of handing it to a running back, Morgan Fennell takes the snap and throws it to a running back. That's Corey Westbrook on the right side. Next play, pretty much the same thing, except this time to Davion the Burner Barner getting a little space.
Yeah, the ball here gets knocked out of Morgan Fennell's hand by Talia Crichton, so that drive stalls. The next Lakewood drive would stall, and then a huge play, almost blocked, but off the side of the punter's foot, out of bounds, first down Poly on the 17. You expect them to go right into the end zone off that.
Yeah, especially with that running game, but the Red Swarm stepped up. They stopped Barner, and then the Fennell pass is just deep, and the normally reliable David Scar clanks this one left to the uprights. The score stays Lakewood up 3-0.
For those of you counting at home, yes, that is only 3 down linemen for the Jackrabbit D.
Not a lot of teams that can switch their base formation from week to week.
It looked like they should have stayed with the 4-3 because it looks like 21 loves to run against the new defense.
Yeah, you can see him come up the interior there and then bounce it out to the side. If it's working for Tawan Lucas to run up the middle, you probably should have stayed with the 4, it looked like.
Look at Jerry Stone, the balance that this kid has.
Yeah, the way he keeps his feet moving, we've talked about it before. It's not high school-like.
Scroggins finds Kevin Anderson on the little slip screen. Touchdown, Big Red. Is that 10-0?
10-0 Lakewood early in the second, but no panic on the Poly sideline, even with the Red Swarm stepping up.
Yeah, they just kept running the ball, and I think they took a little lesson as to how much pressure Lakewood got on Fennell in that first drive.
Yep, just hand it to Melvin, and when you get in trouble, Fennell runs on the 4th down there, but again, go back to Melvin.
Big field goal. He just needed to move back. That's all Scar needed.
Yeah, he nailed the 45-yarder. Man, the boot on that kid's incredible.
10-3 at halftime. Lakewood's got to be feeling good.
Yeah, they definitely seem to have the momentum, but momentum's weird, and all of a sudden, Randall go forth and serve here for the Jackrabbits with the big opening kickoff return. Maybe shifts things back a little bit, and Davion Barner doesn't hurt, but
Melvin Richardson does when he runs into you. Boom, boom.
Boom, boom Richardson really was the best thing going for Poly tonight. Averaged 7 yards a carry.
But you can't go back to the passing game when the running game's going so well because Talia Crichton's going to knock it out of Morgan Fennell's hands.
Talia really had an amazing game. Can't say enough about the way he played tonight. They couldn't really find an answer for him.
Looked like Jerry Stone was getting something going on the outside, but when you go back inside, the pressure from Poly's D just got ratcheted up in the second half.
In a big way, and that changed everything.
Speaking of Talia Crichton knocking the ball out of Morgan's hands.
Yeah, and that was ruled incomplete, looked incomplete, but Melvin Richardson...
Give me more Melvin.
Melvin around the outside, up the inside. Give him anything, and he's going to take more than you want.
Great move by Westbrook right there, but you got to give it to Boom Boom on the goal line.
Yeah, Boom Boom booms it right in to go up to score the touchdown. That knots things up at 10. late in the third quarter, and you just knew this was going to be a classic.
See, that running up the middle just stopped working for Lakewood, and that really affected their passing game.
Yeah, it looked like they started pinching their linebackers.
See,
maybe.
he gets up on the outside. I mean, he's got a lot of space out there. But that pressure didn't allow Jesse to set his feet. He had to throw the ball quickly, like this play. It just messed him up in the fourth quarter.
We're going to the fourth. What's sure to be a classic. Starts with a big play down the sideline to Kevin Anderson, but Paulie fires back with a big play.
Big fumble. That pressure we were just talking about causes Scroggins. Maybe he was kind of forced to give it to Stone a little faster than he wanted to.
Yeah, it looked like it. George Lyles picks up the leftovers, and, yeah, you can run with the burner. The burner's pretty good, but you really need more, Melvin.
29-23 going the other way. This Red Swarm did start to stack the box a little bit, so they get the ball back. Scroggins, nice gun. Kid's got the tools, but the pressure.
They're all over him there. I think 4 guys hit him.
End around. Looks like it works. Looks like it's a first down.
Yellow hanky.
Yep, and that would be a big play because on third down, more pressure on Scroggins makes him punt the ball. And,
watch him close on this ball and just short. That's Jordan Johnson, maybe the fastest guy on the field.
Second to this guy, maybe the burner.
Yeah, the burner. Big, huge third down stop by Lakewood. Gets him the ball back.
Speaking of big penalties, how about this one?
Yeah, this defensive pass interference right here bailed Lakewood out and gave him a shot. Nice play by Tawan Lucas just to hang on to that. And
speaking of big plays.
Wow, and that's Darius Williams-Fox with the amazing crossbody interception. You can tell by the way he runs his back, he's a punt returner, gets a few huge blocks, and brings his offense deep into Lakewood territory with the momentum.
With the momentum and with the best running back on the field in their backfield.
Yeah, Melvin really showed something. He was 20 for 140 and 2 touchdowns tonight. Moving, gets inside the 5.
Lara calls a timeout.
And then the Red Swarm clamps down.
Aaron Avilas clamped down is what happened.
You're
Number
right.
5, the safety,
times.
comes up 3 huge tackles, and they got to kick the field goal.
Got it, but Scar was injured, so this is the backup. Alan Ronis coming in, and he comes through. What a play. Your backup kicker manages. I know it was a chip shot, but that kid, he was feeling the nerves with the game on the line right there.
Jesse kind of forcing it here, throws another pick to Mr. McKay, the second time McKay has picked off Scroggins this season.
And, that may have been the period on this game, but if you want the exclamation point.
If you want it, you got to give it to the man.
Go ahead.
Melvin. Melvin
really was the story of this game for the Poly offense. This 36-yard touchdown to pretty much kiss the game goodbye shows it all the more.
Look, watch this. These guys in the back of the end zone want to give Melvin some love, and the ref's like, you got to go to the sideline, son. Crazy in the back of the end zone, crazy in the stands. It's 20-10, a great game.
There's so much love between these two programs, though. I mean, I really like that. This is not a rivalry that's always been this friendly, but you see the 15s hugging it out there.
2 guys who battled in the trenches all night long.
And Jerry loves everybody, man.
Jesse standing at the end, taking his medicine, saying what's up to everybody. I mean, you can't say enough about these kids and these teams, and it's never going to be like this again. I mean, when we look back on this season and this Moore League, these teams will always be connected.
Especially as you watch the 2 hardest hitters hug right there. Pauly's moving on to the championship.